Hi everybody. Today's video is a litter update for these mini Australian Labradoodle puppies. Hi, I'm Claire from Isle Doodles, and today we are going to give you a 2-week update for our designer label mini Labradoodle puppies. These puppies are 2 weeks old now, and today in our video we're going to give you a little bit of an update about each of the puppies, tell you their milestones over the last 2 weeks, and also give you a little bit of information about Dottie, and also get you ready for making your vet and trainer appointments. So right now you can see that the puppies are all really enjoying nursing with Dottie. She does such an excellent job. Dottie is just one of our best Labradoodle mamas we have. And you'll see right now she's licking Yellow Collar's bum. And the reason she's doing that is that's to keep them clean, of course, and to stimulate them to go. Puppies are not able to go to the bathroom on their own for the first little while in their lives. So by licking them, she stimulates them and encourages them to go, and she also keeps them nice and clean and tidy. Dottie will also keep the nest completely clean. So she is just a wonderful Labradoodle mama. I mean, you got somebody over here doing a bit of a headstand, that's Red Collar. He had his head, or she rather, had her head stuck underneath Dottie there. But you can see they all have beautiful shiny coats. They're all really healthy. And when we go through each of these little Labradoodle puppies individually and give you their weights, you'll just see how incredibly well they've done. Now Dottie herself, you can see she's in great shape too. You can see the gleam on her coat and the ebony portion of her coat. She's eating nicely. Now it's important when we're feeding our mama Labradoodles that we don't overfeed them or we don't give them too rich of a diet. You want to make sure that you're giving them lots of really good nutrition so that the milk that they're producing is also really healthy for the puppies. But you need to be careful that you're not giving your mama Labradoodles anything that's too rich, as that will in turn end up giving the puppies diarrhea and upsetting their stomachs. So it's a bit of a balancing act. So what Dottie eats is a 100% raw diet. She is eating all sorts of different proteins. We rotate those regularly. So Dottie enjoys having turkey, chicken, beef, lamb. She has some rabbit and bison occasionally just to mix things up. We also have some venison in one of our mixes that she has. And she also really loves having Arctic char. Arctic char is one of the favorite things for all the puppies and the mama Labradoodles. Arctic char is really good for the dogs in terms of what it offers. It has very, very high levels of omegas, and it's the omega-3s, which is what we're normally lacking in both our human diets and in our canine diets. But it also has a great amount of calcium in it. And of course for Dottie right now, or any of our lactating Labradoodle mama dogs, calcium is a really important thing to keep in their diet. So the fish has a really high level of that, and because they love the taste of it, it really fits the bill. So Dottie has all those items. She also has fruits and vegetables, and we do give her some extra supplements while she's lactating. Primarily those are all based around calcium. We also give her a probiotic, and all of that goes through the milk into the puppies. So this way the puppies are already getting a really nice balanced microbiome, and that sets them up for when we transition them off of eating from mama over to eating raw food themselves. And you can see if you look at the puppies here how calm and relaxed they all are. Nobody's actually nursing. Green Collar is hanging on, but he's not actually feeding. But you can see that they're all in just beautiful, plump, plush condition and really doing well. And a lot of that is from nutrition. Now, one of the things we're going to ask all of our families to do this week is to make their vet appointments. First of all, you need to find yourself a vet, and vets are hard to come by right now. There's a great shortage of vets throughout North America and particularly in Canada. So you want to start those interviews right away and find a vet who's going to work well for you. And we invite you all to watch our series on choosing a vet and a trainer in the Puppies 1, 2, 3 playlist on our channel. That will give you some helpful hints on how to choose a vet. So now let's go through all of the puppies and see where they're at and see how many of them are going to show us their eyes, because at 2 weeks is when puppies start to open their eyes. And as we always do, we're going to go through all the puppies in birth order. So we're going to start off with our firstborn just before she gets into the milk bar there, and that's our pink color girl. And pink color girl does have her eyes wide open. This little girl was the first puppy born in the litter, and she was also the first puppy to open her eyes. Pink color girl opened her eyes when she was 12 days old. So she has had them open for a while. And what can she see? Well, not much. All that really they can see at this point in time is big bulky shapes and a little bit of different hues, sort of a gray and a black, but they don't really see too much yet. They are starting, however, to be able to recognize this is the shape of my mama Dottie, and this is the shape of a person. Now they do know which one of us is which, but they do that with their noses. As you can see, pink color girl's really right into my neck. She's into my ear because she thinks my ear might have some milk in it, but she's really nuzzled into my neck. So she's well aware of what my scent is. She knows what it is. She smells it multiple times a day. And so she's very familiar with who I am. And all of us who come into contact with the puppies right now, they all are able to identify those different scents. Does that mean anything to them? Probably not. Probably just tells them that, oh, this is a different person. Of course, they don't even know what a person is, but this is a different being. So this little girl, who is our one and only black phantom in the litter, has done really well. She, at 2 weeks old, is 843 grams. And you can see she, like all of them, has a lovely, round, juicy tummy. Oh, these are just the most beautiful, plump little babies, all so healthy and happy. And you can see on this gorgeous ebony coat all sorts of gleam and shine, thanks to all that good food from Mama, right? Yes, that's a good girl. So that's our little pink color girl. And you'll see Dottie, when I have one of the puppies, she sits up, she's very attentive, she keeps her eye on what I'm doing with the puppy. However, Dottie and I have a great relationship. She trusts me implicitly with her puppies, but as a really excellent Labradoodle mama girl, she is also sitting there and keeping her eye right on them to make sure that her puppy doesn't need her. Now over here we have red collar girl, who's underneath Dottie's foot. Red color girl is the little piglet in this litter. Oh my goodness, it's hard to find this girl when she is not chowing down. This is one happy eater. And you can see right now her eyes are just, there we go, she's going to show them to you. I thought maybe she wasn't going to show them to you. They're not entirely open. They were not open yesterday. We just had a couple of slits. Today they're open a little bit wider. I imagine by the end of the day they will be completely open. But for now she's still being a bit lazy and not opening them the whole way. Oh yes, because all you do is eat and sleep, yes. This is a girl with a tummy. Look at this big tummy on this puppy. Oh my goodness me. She weighs 891 grams. For a mini at 2 weeks, that's a really great weight. Now, she won't stay a great big horker girl, and no, she won't grow into some giant standard-sized Labradoodle. She's just a plump puppy, and as time goes on, she'll slim down and she'll grow into herself. She won't keep eating that much all the time, will you? Or will you? I don't know. Maybe you are going to be a great big piglet. So this is our chocolate phantom girl in the litter, and you can see she has the same beautiful tan points that pink color has, just her background is chocolate as opposed to black. And her tan points are really strong in this puppy. She is a really beautifully marked phantom. Really just a gorgeous little girl. Right, Red? And you can see she's trying to eat off of my finger because, oh my goodness, it's been at least 10 seconds since I ate. I do a big little wigglety, yes. And of course, you'll hear me talking to them today, as always. Their ears are not yet open. Probably for our next litter update, their ears will all be open. Their ears will actually most likely open over the next week to 10 days. Next, we're going to look at yellow color girl. Hello, baby. Yellow collar girl is just like red in that she too is a chocolate phantom. Again, very strong markings. You can really see those tan points. But you can see on this puppy, the tummy is not quite so large as it is on red collar. A much more svelte appearance in this little one. And this little sweetheart has these beautiful high set ears, just a little doll. And let's see, are you going to show anybody your eyes? No, maybe not quite yet. I don't believe that Yellow's eyes have opened yet. I have not seen them open. Now, sometimes that means the times that I'm in here, they just are asleep. But I have not seen her at all with her eyes open yet, so I don't think she's opened them yet. And Yellow Collar Girl is 824 grams. So really just doing so nicely. These puppies have all by far surpassed the minimum milestone for weight gain. There you go. There you go, Dottie. Give her a little kiss. Next is our one and only fellow in the litter, and that's Green Collar Boy. And he is nursing right now, so he's not going to be very happy with me as I take him away. Hi, buddy. Hi. And Green Collar Boy is the only other black in the litter, and this is our gorgeous black Phantom Labradoodle. Such a beautiful boy. And you can see how nicely his tan points are set off against that ebony color. Great head on this little puppy. He really has a beautiful head. And his eyes are indeed wide open. So I hope you can see them. When they have the black faces, it's always a little harder to see the eyes, as the eyes are also very dark. But his eyes are wide open. He was the second puppy to open his eyes. He opened his eyes the day after Pink Collar Girl, because girls are always first, right? And Green Collar Boy is coming in at 778 grams, so also a really good weight. I just hear a puppy crying over here, and I'm just wondering if Dottie's got somebody squished somewhere. Has you got a squishy puppy? Hey, just a minute here. We got one back here. There we go. Actually, I think it might be Orange Collar complaining there's not enough at the milk bar. There we go. Sorry about that. So Mr. Green Collar, he is just a little sweetheart. He doesn't mind that he's the only boy. Of course, he has no idea he's the only boy, but he fits in perfectly with all of his sisters, just doing a great job. And you can see on his tan markings here, he has almost a little bit of a brindle in them. Really pretty. Just the nicest little guy. Nice, nice, nice physique. You can see he has a great big tummy too. A really nice, plump and juicy puppy. So just doing really well. So that's our Orange Collar. Oh my goodness, we've got quite a bit of singing going on here. That was Green Collar, I think I said Orange Collar. Orange Collar is the next puppy up. So I'm just going to get Orange Collar, who I think is the one who's complaining that the milk bar is run dry. Is that you making all that noise? And Orange Collar is another chocolate phantom girl. And you can see her eyes. They are open. And it is she that's making all the little fussy fusses. It's funny because in Kalua's litter, we have an Orange Collar girl who is also a phantom. And she too is the conversationalist in that litter. She is always chattering away. So Orange Collar is a little bit smaller than the other puppies. She's 726 grams. But still, you can see proportionately she has that nice full plump belly there. And you can see on the back there, she's got that nice, juicy little self. This little girl has pretty ears, really shiny coat. It's just amazing how gorgeous and shiny all the coats are on these puppies. So that's our Orange Collar girl. And last but not least is our puppy who was just a little tiny squirt when she was born. And that's Purple Collar Girl. Hey, Purpy. And Purple Collar Girl is also a chocolate phantom. And if you look at the tan points, hey, baby, on her feet, on her legs rather, you'll see she does not have that black brindle stripe through there. They're the clear tan points. Hi. There you go. Now show everybody your eyes. She says, I may have been the last born and tiny, but my eyes are all open. She was the third puppy to open up her eyes. Here's a Pink Collar girl's having a big fuss pot there. There you go. This little girl is now 692 grams. And if you'll remember, when she was born, she was only 190 grams. So she's really caught up with everybody. She too has a lovely full tummy. There's absolutely no shortage of groceries in this litter. Everybody's just thriving with Dottie and really continuing to gain weight nicely. And you can see she too is going to see if perhaps there's something on my finger that might be tasty. Sorry, I don't have anything there. Now, as I was saying earlier, one of the things to do now, if you're on the reservation list for this litter, or if you're getting a puppy from somewhere else, at about the point where the puppies are 2 weeks old, you want to start looking for your vet, and you want to start making appointments with your vet. Vets are extremely busy due to COVID right now, and so it's really a good idea to get your name in there and get your appointment set up. So ideally what you want to do is have your first exam appointment set up, and also I will be setting up my spay and neuter appointments right now, which should be done when before your puppy is 8 months, at around the 7-month mark ideally. It's very hard to get surgery appointments, so it's a good idea to book that now. Now, some people in some of our Van Isle Doodle families have a little bit of a conversation with their vets with respect to the raw food diet. There are some veterinarians who are not proponents of the raw food diet. There are some who really dislike it. There are some who are neutral, and there are some, and very few of them so far, who are very supportive of it. So a lot of times our families wonder, why do vets not enjoy the raw food diet so much? If it's so great for the dogs, and if it's true, all the things that I'm telling you, that it really helps your dogs, why do our vets hesitate to recommend it? There's a few rules. First of all, there's very little research that's been done in terms of scientific research. And by that we mean a double-blind study, peer-reviewed, with actual hard facts and evidence. Those are all in the works now. Raw food has become much, much more accepted and much more used in the canine world in North America. So more and more studies are in the works at the moment. But in the meantime, there is not a lot of hard and fast scientific evidence saying that, yes, they're good. The other thing vets often see is, first of all, why do you go to your vet? Unless you have a puppy, you go to the vet when your dog is sick. So a lot of the times when a vet sees a dog on a raw diet, it's because the person is doing a do-it-yourself diet, and they have no idea how to balance things properly. The ingredients are not correct, and the poor dog has suffered. It is critical when you feed any diet to your dog that it's nutritious, obviously, and that it's properly balanced. So the best bet for that is to use a pre-made raw. Get yourself acquainted with the different brands that are available. Find out what the actual value should be. And for us at Van Isle Doodles, we have a variety of brands of raw food that we feed. We do that in part because we like a few different ones, but also as a rotational basis, so the dogs are getting the benefit of those different recipes. And it also makes it more interesting for the Labradoodles. Labradoodles are very picky eaters, so it's absolutely critical that you make their food interesting, you change it up a bit, and you don't just always feed them. Let's say they like Big Country raw beef dinner. You don't just feed them that all the time. First of all, that would not be properly balanced. But second of all, if you have a Labradoodle puppy, they're going to get sick to death of that, and soon enough they'll tell you, yeah, I'm not interested in eating that. Same with you. You might like steak, but if you have steak every night, you're going to get tired of it eventually. So the other thing that vets also have is liability issues. Now, sometimes you'll hear people talking about dogs who eat raw, shedding salmonella or E. coli in their feces. True enough, they do, but they also do that when they eat kibble. It doesn't change that much. There may be a higher concentration, but presumably all of you are going to make sure that you are picking up after your dog. And unless you are actually consuming that or touching the feces in then your mouth, then it's no different from anything else. It doesn't matter what your dog eats. You do not want to be touching your dog's feces and then having that anywhere that's going to be in your system. Just basic common sense. So those are just a few things. Best thing is you tell your vet that your dog has been weaned to a raw diet, that your breeder is a nutritionist, and that you are getting assistance to be able to feed them correctly, and that you're not doing it yourself and making their food for them. If your vet is completely opposed to it, then I would suggest probably you want to find a different vet. And it might take a little bit of research. So we hope you enjoyed seeing all the puppies today. You can see Dottie is just all the time looking after them. She just so enjoys being a mom. She really, she finds it really satisfying to look after the puppies. She likes to be with them. She seldom leaves them. She's going out a bit more now. Her guardian, Marion, is going to come and visit her this weekend, and I know how happy that's going to make Dottie to see her mama again. So thanks so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the raw food, about Labradoodle puppies, please feel free to post them below in the comments section. I'm always happy to talk to you about anything related to Labradoodles or dogs in general. And we hope to see you again next time. Hey Dottie, hi. Did you see the babies? Look at all the babies.